This channel is documenting the journey to make $1 million on YouTube. And speaking of making money, let's talk about making money releasing AI music, because Suno, the biggest AI music generator, just posted a massive update that's going to change the game when it comes to making money. And that is this. On September 3rd, this is on their blog, by the way, they just announced this. On September 3rd, we will introduce the following download limits based off your tier. If it's free, you have 7 lifetime downloads. If you're on the pro membership, which is what I have personally, you have 20 downloads per month. So they're now limiting how much music you can download every month. If you have Premiere, it is 60 downloads a month, right? When it comes to this, Premiere subscribers, in case you know, if you have the Premiere membership on Suno, you get access to Suno Studio, which is kind of like a DAW or basically a music production program or suite within Suno to tweak things, blah, blah, blah. And it says here that basically it's used to manipulate and generate stems and samples. There are no download limits, right? You can also, if you want to download beyond your limit, additional downloads will be available for purchase. Going down here, you still have the commercial rights to everything made in Suno. Let me say it like that. But here's a big thing they're saying. Why do download limits matter? Why are they doing this? We believe in a healthy music ecosystem is built on human creativity. As our platform grows, limiting downloads will make it harder for bad actors to mass export music. We are introducing download limits to ensure our platform is used for intentional music creation while still allowing everybody to create, remix, listen, and share on Suno. Now, I have done a lot of tutorials about making money when it comes to AI music. Like I mentioned in a lot of videos, I've personally made thousands of dollars releasing AI music. I have multiple AI artists, my main one being the Infinite Lamp Chop, as I've mentioned them in a lot of videos. And when it comes to making money, when it comes to this, the answer is actually yes in terms of the beginning of this video. Yes, it is probably now going to be harder to make money when it comes to releasing AI-generated music. Maybe. It is tough to say. One, and I always suggest this, make sure you have some human element. So for me, I use my own voice. I'm a god-awful singer, but I can still use my own voice. I sometimes can use it in a percussive way. Think of it almost like onomatopoeia or scatting, right? Like it's just like boop-a-dee-bop-bop-bop, right? Or I might sing something, maybe use Melodyne. So I still believe in using some human element. But two, keep in mind, I think this is a small but big sign that for a lot of stores and services, they do kind of want to crack down on just mass releasing AI music as much as possible. Now, in terms of these limits, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to the pro membership, and I can't remember how much they are specifically, but it depends on the month. I think like the pro one, I think is like $10 a month. I think the Premiere, I think is $24 a month or something like that, right? So when it comes to these, my membership that I have right now, the pro one, is 20 next month, is going to be maximum 20 downloads a month. So let's say if I still want to release AI generating music and still kind of be posting on the Infinite Lamp Shop and all the other AI artists that I've featured already on this channel, when it comes to that, maybe I do one 10-track album every 2 weeks. Maybe I do one EP that's 5 songs once a week, right? For each one of the artists, like I said, I have multiple. So this does become that kind of game. Or do I want to do one full-length album a month that is full 20 tracks? So maybe I just do one a month of only 20 songs. Now, if you have the Premiere membership, I still think that the Premiere membership is well beyond enough. Like I said, for me personally, when it comes to me testing out making money with fully AI generated songs, or I guess partly because I use my own voice, but making AI music, I think 60 is well beyond enough. I typically release one 10-track album a week, and I do a video about it live on camera so I can show you everything I'm doing, the nitty-gritty, the SEO, the artwork, titling, releasing it, et cetera, et cetera. So for me personally, I usually upload, if I can be honest, about 40 AI music songs every month. So the Premiere membership would be well beyond enough, right? And I think this is a way of Suno as well, kind of slowly kind of cracking down on people mass releasing it. Because to me, I think if you release, like say, and this is my own personal opinion, 1 to 2 AI albums a month, I think you're fine. I don't think there's anything bad. And I will say this, as a musician, in case you don't know, I'm a formerly trained classical pianist for 10 years, a jazz saxophonist for 7 years, been producing music at this point since I was 22, 23. So what has been 13 years I've been producing music. I've released over 300 records as a human artist. So I'm a musician through and through my entire life. I'm going to give you a harsh truth for some people watching this. An average song made by a human is going to be worse than an average song made by Suno. Suno right now is just that dang good. So Some people argue it or call it AI slop. I personally don't think so. I think Suno is incredibly good. That being said, there are some people out there who literally release 3 albums a week, each album being 20-ish songs. So there are some people releasing 60 to 70 songs every week via DistroKid, getting put on Spotify, and all these platforms, especially now at the time of this video, not only Suno, but DistroKid, Spotify, Apple Music, they're now getting frustrated, and they're now saying, hey, enough is enough. The first one is Deezer. In case you know, Deezer is a big streaming platform that they started kind of cracking down on AI music. Deezer now estimated, last time I saw their estimate, there's roughly about 90,000 AI music songs being uploaded every day. That's crazy. About 3 to 4 years ago, the estimate, which this is way before AI music kind of blew up, was about 40 to 50,000 new songs being uploaded to Spotify every day. 40 to 50,000, but this is human, let me say it like that, music, 3 to 4 years ago. Now there's 90,000 just AI. This doesn't even count human. So the floodgates are now being overflooded, right? And I think this becomes a very interesting thing to see how things evolve, because on one end, Suno doesn't really want to crack down on people using the platform, releasing music. And I do think there is something to be said that's really fun. Being, for me as a musician, I enjoy making music. I love making music. I'm constantly working on new records. I just released one 2 days ago, right? This kind of like Moombahton Latin EDM song. At the same time, I love using Suno. Sometimes I love using Suno where I use my own voice and other elements because I'm a god-awful singer. And I love using it in a way as a good tool, and then releasing music under these different AI artists and seeing how the money can form. But also, I like seeing and making my own music in general, right? Like, I make music sometimes. For example, one of my AI artists is Prismic. I use my own voice to make these cinematic Viking songs that I would never release under Ferchero. Ferchero, in case you know, is my human artist. It's also my last name. That's my main focus when it comes to music. I would never release a Viking song under Ferchero, but under Prismic, I can. And if, like, say, when it comes to Navi Sky, I just did a video about Navi Sky, it's kind of cool to make country music, country funk blues music, using my own elements as well, and I would never make a country song under Ferchero. So for me, I kind of like the music exploration that I can have with Suno, and I'm looking at this actually as a musician, and it's tough because on this channel, I know a lot of times I have focused a lot about the financial side. Like, here's how to make money. Here's how I've made thousands of dollars, because I think in some ways it's great to like help people achieve their financial goals. The whole point of this channel is talking about different ways to make money, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or cryptocurrency or driving for Lyft and Uber and the gig economy. There's a lot of videos that I do on this channel in addition to documenting our journey to make $1 million. And when it comes to the AI music thing, I will say that at the end of the day, when it comes to making money with it, this is going to make it harder, I think. I do think it's a soft thing because, again, you could always upgrade. Because like I said, for me, I'm making way more money every month, where if, let's say, I did upgrade to the Premier membership, it would be worth it to get the 60 downloads a month as opposed to the 20. So some people, when it comes to this whole space, have even commented, is this a rich get richer thing? Because if you have the money to afford the Premier membership, you can release more fully AI-generated music if you want to. And in that case, you can make even more money. So it's kind of like, if you already have been making a lot of money, you can afford it. But to then other people, they might say, well, I can't afford the Premier membership. I can only afford the Pro membership. And now I can't release as much. And so there's some people talking about, is this kind of a situation that the poor get poorer and the richer get richer? I necessarily don't think that's the exact case. But at the end of the day, one thing's for certain. I think this is now going to make it harder to make more money releasing AI-generated music, just because now there's actual download limits.